Hello friends, let's discuss this week's current affairs. Here's the first question. This is about the Amazonia forest. This question's about two countries coming together to spend over $1 billion in protecting biodiversity, flora and fauna across the Amazonia. The Amazonia is the other name for the Amazonian forest. This Amazonian forest, as you can see, is spread across 5.5 million square kilometers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what you see here in green, in dark green basically, is the entire drainage basin of the Amazon River, which is like 70 lakh square kilometers. 70 lakh square kilometers is the size of this river drainage system. But of these, 5.5 million, that is 55 lakh square kilometers, is a forest, the Amazonian forest. So 55 lakh square kilometers is spread across 9 countries, and 60% of this 55 lakh square kilometers is in one country, Brazil. Okay, it's just in one country called Brazil. Now you can see this in dark here. This dark blue line is the Amazon River, while the smaller ones in light blue are all tributaries that make up the Amazonian river system. Now let me take you further, my friends. The question also talks about the two countries have come together to invest in the Amazon forest, including parts of the forest in French Guiana. Where is French Guiana? This is the physical map of Africa, northern South America. This is a political map. As you can see here, my friends, let me put this in. You can see this is French Guiana. This area is French Guiana. Okay, this is directly owned by France. It is a part of the territory of France. As you see France in Europe, so is France here. Remember, France is the only European country present in South America. Now, so ladies and gentlemen, French Guiana is a province, a region of France, and it's located in South America. This country, is not a very big country, but 99% of this country's land is forested. That is, it is occupied by forest. 99% of the country's land is occupied by forest. Most of the population lives in the coastal areas up here, especially the capital, Cayenne. In fact, more than 50% of the country's half a million population lives in Cayenne. Now, I want you to know something more here. Okay. You see this border that French Guiana has with Brazil? This border here till here, remember, it's the longest land border that France has with any country. Longest land border of France is with Brazil, not with Germany or not with Belgium or some other country there. Okay, so countries mentioned here. This is Peru. This is Peru here. Okay, its capital is Lima, Lima. We'll just stick to basic stuff here today. Peru's capital is Lima. Brazil is Brasilia, Brasilia. How big is Brasilia? How big is Brazil? Brazil is the world's 5th largest country by area. This is 85 lakh square kilometer big. 85 lakh square kilometers would be considerably bigger than India's 32.87 lakh. Take 33 lakhs. So ours is 33 lakh square kilometers. Brazil's 85. You can see the variance in size. Chile is down south here. I did not take the entire South American map. And Chile's capital is Santiago, Santiago. Canada is, we will discuss Canada in the next slide. Canada is the world's 2nd largest country by area, whose capital is Ottawa, Ottawa. Colombia, this is Colombia, my friends. This country of Colombia, it's the only country in the world named after Christopher Columbus. It's named after Christopher Columbus. And it's a country that connects South America with Central and North America. Okay, this is Colombia. It's also, formerly it was called the cocaine capital of the world. Nearly 80% of the world's cocaine was produced in Colombia. If you watch Narcos web series on Netflix, you would know what I'm talking about. There were two very famous cartels in the web show. One was Medellin here, the other is Cali cartel and Medellin. These two were called the cocaine capitals of the world. Of course, subsequent large-scale efforts by the Colombian government and the U.S. governments have led to decrease in drug activity in these countries. Of course, it's still substantial, but it's come down a large, in a large way. Okay, so that's a bit about this place. But just to give you some idea, French Guyana's capital is Cayenne, Cayenne. Those of you follow automobile world, Porsche Cayenne is a kind of brand, Porsche Cayenne. So there we go. I guess that should be it about this question. So let's go to the next one. As I mentioned, Canada. That's Canada there. Which country's doctors have performed the world's first first successful transplant of a genetically modified kidney of a pig into a human being who has had end-stage kidney disease. Now, please understand, the American doctors have done this, but more importantly, what you should know is that these doctors, what they did before the transplantation, what the researchers did was they genetically modified the pig's kidney by removing certain genetic makeup, certain genes from the pig's kidney, and then injected that with human genes to make the kidney more compatible with human beings. So that's the case, my friends. Americans have done this. American researchers and doctors have done this. This is the United States. You see, this is the United States, and down here there will be a country called Hawaii. This is a country called Hawaii. It's here. Okay, so let's go past this. This boundary that Canada, you see this Canada, it's a very large country. It's in it's 99 lakh square kilometers. 99 lakh square kilometers is a very large number, 3 times India's area. But, its population is very small, especially given that it's in the most of its territory is inhospitable. It's inhospitable. You see, the Canada shares a border with the United States here. This is the Alaskan border, and of course a straight line, and it goes like this. The total boundary that Canada state shares with the United States is about 8890. It's actually a little over 8890. It's 8898. Make it 8890. Okay, kilometers. So this is the longest land border between any two countries in the world. United States and Canada share the longest land border between any two countries in the world. If you want me to actually make it a round figure, it's 8,900 kilometers. Okay, so that's it. And you see, this is Alaska and this is Russia. At one till about 1870s, Alaska was owned by the Soviets, the Russians, and the Russians, my friends, sold Alaska to the Americans for about $5 million because they thought it was a wasteland, and today it's home to trillions of dollars worth of oil and gas. But that's another story. Okay, those who are not greatly familiar, my friends, I'll also tell you something more here. That's Greenland. It's owned by Denmark. The population of Greenland is localized here in this area, Nuuk and all this particular area. There are very small territories, about 100 or 200 people in these other places, but most of the population is here of Greenland. And remember, Greenland is owned by Denmark. Canada's Canada's capital is Ottawa. Let me repeat, Ottawa. Its prime minister is Justin Trudeau. Okay, you must be familiar with the head of the state of Canada. The head of the state of Canada is a guy called King Charles III. The British monarch is the head of the state of Canada, my friends. Okay, so Justin Trudeau is the prime minister. I guess that should be it, my friends. Yeah, Mexico. There you find this is Mexico. It's a country racked by a lot of violence by especially drug cartels. The capital is Mexico City. Mexico City is the biggest Spanish-speaking country in the world. By population, it is the most, it's the biggest Spanish-speaking country in the world. Now, its president is a guy called Anders or Andre Obrador. It's a very long name. Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador, but I have shortened it to this. Okay, and the currency is peso, P-E-S-O. The rest of the countries you will be familiar, but those of you not greatly familiar, let me bring in the name of the Russian Prime Minister. The Russian Prime Minister is a guy called Mikhail Mishustin. Most of us focus on the president's name, Vladimir Putin. This is the Prime Minister. Fair, guys? And as you know, Russia is the largest country in the world by area, followed by Canada in the second place. Basiru Diomaye. He is popularly called by this name, Diomaye. Diomaye is the new president of a country called Senegal. This is Senegal. Okay. Those of you not familiar, this is Senegal. You can see this. Okay. Now, within this Senegal country, you can see this worm-like feature. I'll just draw one line. This is a country called Gambia. What is it called? Gambia. Is it mentioned here? Yeah, it is Gambia. It's a very tiny country, about 10,000 square kilometers. Yeah, but it is on all sides, 3 sides, surrounded by Senegal. Okay, of course, it has a coastline. That's where the capital is. But this is the new president, and the capital is Dakar. This is the capital. Dakar car rally. It starts here basically. Portugal's president is a guy called. Since we are discussing presidents, I'll just skip in. Bring in a few things about the. I'm not using the pen. I'm using my fingers as a pen. Marcelo Rebelo. I'm writing the other part here. De Sousa. This is the name of the Portuguese president. This is Portugal, my friends. You can see this is Portugal, Spain here, and this area is called the Iberian Peninsula. Those of you not greatly familiar, I'll just write the word here. Iberian Peninsula is the name of the Iberian Peninsula comprises Portugal, Spain, and there is one more country here at the border between Spain and France. This is a tiny place, actually a speck there. Local map, it's a speck. It's actually a very small place called Andorra, Andorra. Or simply put, Iberia comprises Portugal and Spain. Okay, so this is Ghana. If you're not greatly familiar, my friends, this is Ghana. So become familiar. It becomes that much easier for you to remember things if you become familiar where things are, where countries are. Ghana's capital is Accra. And that point, I'm using 3 colors actually: yellow, red, and white. The president is Nana Akufo-Addo. This is the president. Fair? This is Sierra Leone. This country in yellow, this is Sierra Leone. Okay, you can see here, this is Sierra Leone. Very small country. Sierra means mountain. Leone means lion. The mountain lion country. And, you can see there the capital is Freetown. What is the capital? Freetown. I will overload you if I give you the name of the president, which is Julius Bio, B-I-O. Julius Bio is the president of Sierra Leone. Gambia's president is a guy called Adama Barrow. Don't write too much, okay? But the capital you could write Banjul. Banjul, that's the capital. Some places I'll give you both capital and the leader. Some places I'll give you only what I think is sufficient from the exam point of view. This is Pawan Dawaluri. He is the new head of Windows at Microsoft. The main product of Microsoft is Windows, which is its operating system, which is a proprietary operating system. Now we are using we are using Windows operating system here. We are also using Office suite, SUIT, suite of certain apps like, Word, which is a word processor, which, we have a spreadsheet called Excel. We have present PowerPoint presentation, everything. So, Windows is operating system. Office is a suite of certain applications. Surface, my friends, as you can see here, Surface, Surface is a range of laptops and what we call, tablets. It's something that you could use stylus or fingers basically. This is one of the best devices, you could put your hands on. So, who are these? This is Pawan Dawaluri, I mentioned. Many people say he's an IIT Madras guy, but he also did his masters in the US, my friends. That's something people forget. Okay. And he has been with Microsoft for 23 years. Okay. Arvind Krishna is the CEO of IBM, International Business Machines. He is the CEO of IBM. Neil Mohan, you would be familiar with a company called YouTube, isn't it? Which is owned by Google. So he is the CEO of YouTube. Nikesh Arora is not important. Parag Agarwal, not important because he is the ex-CEO of Twitter, which is now called X. Okay. And those of you who don't know who is the Microsoft CEO, Microsoft CEO is Satya Narayana Nadella. Satya Narayana Nadella. Okay. And Microsoft, my friends, is headquartered in a place called Redmond. What is it place? Redmond. Redmond is a small town in the state of Washington on the west coast of United States. Okay. Yeah. Shall I make you familiar with this? Let me go back to the previous slide. This is where you have Washington State. This is Washington State. Okay. This is Seattle, where you had the head office of Amazon. And this is, this is where you would find, Redmond, which is the capital of, which is the headquarters of Microsoft. Okay. See, Microsoft was started in 1975 by two guys, Paul Allen and Bill Gates. Bill Gates. But Bill is a nickname of a guy called William. So, William Gates. This is again a report that came out recently, the India employment report. It's quite complicated and it says that unemployment rate in India has been considerably higher, especially among the educated. They are finding it tough to get jobs. Now, what the report does not tell you and what is true, because from various government surveys, various private sector surveys, various surveys carried out by the industry bodies like FICCI, CIA and all, is that a lot of folks do not have industry ready skills, and that is also something that is not helping the cause of getting employment. So, but anyway, things are pretty tough, my friends. So the educated engineers, commerce graduates, science graduates, they are finding it to get jobs. So in any way, it's said that most of the people work in the informal sector. So tough, things are tough. That's what the report says. According to the Hurun Researchers Global Rich List, which city can be called Asia's billionaire capital. 92 billionaires are there in Mumbai, my friends. In Mumbai, 92 billionaires. Traditionally, it's been Beijing that has been number one. Now, Beijing's beaten by, Mumbai. Globally, who are the rich people? Who are the rich people? The richest are in the US. The highest number of billionaires are in China. I found in the report 814 billionaires are there in China, followed by the United States. 800. India is third globally with 271 billionaires. 271 billionaires. So the highest number of billionaires are in China, of course, followed by the US and India in the second and third place, respectively. See, whenever you put ranks, like I put ranks here, always make sure that you do not put a dot after rank. You should not put a dot like this. A dot here indicates serial number. We are ranking, and when you rank, you don't put dots. Please keep this in mind. Okay. And the richest person as of today, my friends, is Elon Musk. Elon Musk of who is the CEO of Tesla, who is the founder CEO of SpaceX, the Boring company, Neuralink, and all. Do not worry too much, because these numbers keep changing almost every you could say every quarter, every month, every week. These days, that's what been happening basically. Okay, so the guy who headed the world's richest list, Bernard Arnold of LVMH company, he now is in the third place. I mean, so these things are subject to a lot of variables, my friends. Don't worry too much about this. Okay. Elon Musk is the world's richest person as of today, and Mukesh Ambani is Asia's richest person, and he's the only Indian in the top 10 global. Okay, global list. So from there, we could go to, this is Michel Talleyrand, Talleyrand. Michel Talleyrand has won the Abel Prize, which is the equivalent of the Nobel Prize for mathematics. As you know, there is no Nobel Prize for mathematics. He has been given the the Abel Prize for this year, and he is a French mathematician, my friends. He's a French mathematician. I can't really talk about maths, because between maths and me, there is a relationship that's inverse. Okay. Abel 2024 Abel Prize went to Michel Talleyrand of France, but I want you to know that the Abel Prize is named after a mathematician from Norway. What was his name? Okay, let me give you the full name. Niels Hans Abel. Niels Hans Abel. So he gave his name to this prize, and of course, this year it's come to Michel Talleyrand of France. So I guess there is pretty little for us to discuss here, isn't it? It's a lifetime of work, my friends. It's not something that the guy has got it just like that. Okay, again, according to Transactions Geo Quarterly India Tech Report, identify the correct statements regarding startup funding. Now, what it says is that the US has the highest funding. Basically, US has bagged the top spot with almost $20 billion in funding, whereas the funding in India has gone down. We are the fourth highest, but still it's gone down, to 3.2, which is a drop, which is a drop from 50%. From earlier, it was $3.2 billion. Now it is $1.6 billion. So the funding in Indian techs is actually going down. It's the same thing everywhere in the world, my friends. It's not something unique with India, my friends. Okay, it's not the unique case with India. Globally, funding has come down, because there are a lot of variables, political uncertainty, business environment is not very conducive, and of course, there is also a loss of investor confidence, given a lot of flare-ups like WeWork in the US, Byju's in India, and all that. So there are a lot of things here at play. You also have to appreciate that there is a term that's being used for decrease, a substantial decrease in funding in venture capitals and all. It's called, funding winter. So, funds have dried up. In fact, it's something that's nothing's happening here. Now, which airline has been called airline of the year, in Greece? Greece is where Athens is. It's the capital, my friends. And Indigo, our own, airline company, has won the award there, which is the best airline of the year there. Now, what is Indigo, SpiceJet, Indigo. These two are what is called ultra low cost carriers. They just provide you with a seat, nothing more than that. In fact, they charge for the seat also sometimes. Yeah. So Indigo is the CEO is a guy called Peter Albers. This was started by two Indians whose names are Rahul Bhatia and Rakesh Gangwal. Rahul Bhatia and plus Rakesh Gangwal. These two guys started Indigo, and he is a CEO. This guy is a CEO. Okay. This company has gone bankrupt. This was owned by the Wadia family. Wadia family, which also owns Britannia, Bombay Dyeing, and all these kinds of companies. And it's the chairperson is Nusli Wadia. Nusli Wadia. Remember this Nusli Wadia or Nusli Wadia is a grandson of Muhammad Ali Jinnah. That's about it, I guess, pretty much. And I have somewhere I read that when an airline says that we have had this great being on time performance, OTP on time performance, so that 90% of the time the airline sticks to on time, gives you on time performance. Remember, on time performance is plus 1 hour. So that is what I have come to understand. So if the arrival time is 9 a.m. and the flight comes in till 9:50 or till about 10 a.m. remember, it is on time performance. That's what I read somewhere, that this is within 1 hour of the scheduled time, is on time performance. So of course, these are all matters of convenience. Whoever can, it suits them, they can build these rules. Now, which bank has introduced the innovative NCMC enabled RuPay Smart Keychain Flash Key? I'm not really greatly interested in the Flash Keychain. In fact, Axis Bank also came up with something like this. But Federal Bank has come up with this rule, and Federal Bank is headquartered in Aluva. Aluva is in Kerala. It's in Kerala. Okay. And its CEO is a guy called Shyam Srinivasan. Shyam Srinivasan. Okay. Shyam Srinivasan. Okay. I guess that's it. Yes Bank, Prashant Kumar. Prashant Kumar. Prashant Kumar. Prashant Kumar. PK. Prashant Kumar. This is Shyam Srinivasan. IndusInd Bank, Sumant Katpalia. Sumant Katpalia. Kodak Mahindra Bank, Ashok Vaswani. Ashok Vaswani. IDBI Bank, Rakesh Sharma. Rakesh Sharma. So where the surnames are difficult to spell, I am giving you the spelling, but otherwise like Rakesh Sharma, Shyam Srinivasan, Prashant, or say Kumar. So not really difficult basically. Let's go from here. Okay, we launched Chandrayaan 3. We are working group. Now it's Chandrayaan 2 went up and we landed at Shiv Shakti and everything. Now it's been renamed. Okay, it's been called Station Shiv Shakti. Station Shiv Shakti. I'm not very sure if it's this is Station Shiv Shakti, and it's named after Bhagwan Shiv. Bhagwan Shiv, and Shakti means Adi Shakti, which is Ma Parvati, and this is Adi Shakti is the source of all creation, or source of all creation. So, this Vigyan was okay. Let me actually make it easy for you. Vikram was a lander. Vikram lander, and what was this? Pragyan is, there's an error here, never mind. Pragyan is a rover. Pragyan, rover. Okay. That's about it. When Chandrayaan 2 landed on the moon, we were we became the 4th country in the world to do a soft landing on the moon, and we were the first country to land on the, what is it called, the south pole of the moon. The south pole of the moon. Yeah, to facilitate easier voting for persons with disabilities, what is the app launched by the Election Commission of India? Saksham. Saksham means able, being able. Now, the Election Commission of India is governed by Article 324 of the Constitution of India. 324 of the Constitution of India. There are, one CEC and two ECs, two election commissioners. CEC, you could write Rajiv Kumar. Rajiv Kumar is the CEC, and two election commissioners would be Gyanesh Kumar, spelling is tough, Gyanesh Kumar, and Sukhbir Sandhu. Sukhbir Sandhu. Okay. Gyanesh Kumar and Sukhbir Sandhu. And as you know, the Election Commission of India connects elections to the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, then you have the legislative, state legislatures, both houses, wherever they are, and the President's office and the Vice President's office. Okay. Who is the new president of the Indian Steel Association? Navin Jindal. Ladies and gentlemen, Navin Jindal is the chairperson of Jindal Steel and Power Works. Jindal Steel and Power Works. Natarajan Chandrasekhar is the chairperson of Tata Sons. Tata Sons, which of course is also the chairperson of Tata Steel, since we are discussing steel companies. Amitava Mukherjee, you don't really need this information. Okay, he is the chairperson of National Mineral Development Corporation. Amarendu Prakash, chairperson of Steel Authority of India Limited. Steel Authority of India Limited. TV Narendran, CEO of Tata Steel. Tata Steel. Natarajan is the chairperson. Narendran is the CEO. Okay. Formula 1, nice. Formula 1 driver Carlos Sainz, he belongs to Spain. Has won the Australian Open, Formula 1 Grand Prix, and he drives for Ferrari. But by the end of 2024, he is going to leave the company, Ferrari racing team, and join someone else. As of today, there is no clarity on who he would join, but he is going to leave Ferrari. And you see this logo of Ferrari? This is called prancing horse. The logo of Ferrari is prancing horse. Prancing means playful. Prancing horse. There is this company called Fiat. So the guy who, for long, Ferrari was a part of Fiat. And those of you, see my friends, I'm sharing this only for fun, this particular part, okay? Fiat. Fabbrica Italiano. This is the full name of Fiat, my friends. Automobili Torino. Torino is a place in Italy which is now called Turin. So, Italian auto factory, Turin. That's Fabbrica Italiano Automobili Torino. Fiat for you, my friends. Okay. And all of you know that this logo is Puma. What is it? Puma. P-U-M-A. Puma. And this logo you have find here is Shell. S-H-E-L-L. Shell is one of the world's top 3. In fact, currently the largest energy company in the world, oil and gas company in the world. Who is the new Director General of the National Investigation Agency? Ladies and gentlemen, it is Sadanand Vasant Date. He is, the new Director of the NIA. Coming to Praveen Sood, CBI. He is the Director of the CBI, Central Bureau of Investigation. Daljit Singh Chaudhary is the head of the National Security Guard, National Security Guards. Alok Sharma, SPG, Special Protection Group. I guess pretty good stuff that we have taken here. I mean, wherever choices, necessary stuff, we'll bring that stuff in, my friends. Okay. According to the 2024 Brand Finance Insurance 100 list, which is the world's strongest insurance brand. Ladies and gentlemen, it is LIC, our own Life Insurance Corporation of India, which is headed by Siddharth Mohanty. Okay. Now, this is number 2. Number 2, number 3, globally top. See, this is, no, this is number 3. But look at Cathay Life. Remember, Cathay means China. The word ancient name for China was Cathay, Cathay. Though Cathay Life is in Taiwan, which is, as you know, an independent country, but China says it's a part of its own country. You know, we'll not get there, my friends. The Supreme Court of India has set up a committee has directed the center to set up a committee to come up with ways and means of protecting the Great Indian Bustard. The Great Indian Bustard. These were found in large numbers till recently, but destruction of its habitat, which large open lands, grasslands, but has meant that. It's not, and it's been hunted in large numbers also, and that has meant that the numbers of the Great Indian Bustard have gone down drastically. One more thing is that at the time of defining the national symbol, choosing a national bird for India, there were 2 birds in contention. One is a peacock, the other was this one, friends. Of course, the peacock, by virtue of being it's beautiful or for whatever reason, sacred reasons, everything, it came up, the winner. So, I guess that's about it. The Great Indian Bustard is usually found in Rajasthan and Gujarat. Yes, the UNESCO has often come up with this list of Geop Parks, and recently they added 18 Geop Parks, my friends. Now, currently they have 213 Geop Parks around the world, and these are spread across 48 countries. What is a geopark? And basically an area of significant, geological uniqueness. And surprisingly, India has 0 in the list. There is no geopark in India. China has about 20 plus, has a little over 20, geoparks. India has 0 geoparks in this list. Okay. And all of you know that UNESCO stands for United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Cooperation. And ladies and gentlemen, it's headquartered in Paris. Okay. And this is a national park in Indonesia. It's called the Raja Amata National Geopark. Doesn't it look beautiful, my friends? I took it from the UNESCO website. I found it to be pretty interesting, my friends. This is Rumi Al-Qahtani. Rumi Al-Qahtani is from Saudi Arabia, and in the process, she has become the first Saudi Arabian woman to take part in the Miss Universe pageant to be held this year in Mexico. The host country will be Mexico. Okay. See, Saudi Arabia, as you know, is a deeply conservative country, and considering that women are not given many rights there, and especially the fact that women were frowned upon, even appearing without a hijab or a yashmak or a burqa. Of course, they all mean different things, my friends. But okay, you got the message. So even appearing like that was considered forbidden. Now, in that kind of condition, in that kind of state, of course, in the last 3-4 years, women's rights have rights have been forthcoming. And one of those things is this lady would represent Saudi Arabia in the Miss Universe, pageant. Saudi Arabia, my friends, is run by King Salman. This is the King Salman. Okay, Kuwait has a new, what is his name? Mishal Al-Nawaf Al-Sabah Al-Zabair. That's a full name, but I don't write anything. Okay, so we'll stick to only the entertainment part. We'll not discuss the political part here. Okay, which space tech startup has successfully test fired stage 2 of the Vikram 1 space launch, vehicle called Kalam 250. This is named after Abdul Kalam, Abul Pakir Jainul Abidin Abdul Kalam, the father of India's missile program and former president and the great humanist. This Skyroot has come up with this particular space launch vehicle. Remember, it is named after Vikram Sarabhai, the founder of India's space program. The father of Indian space program is Vikram Sarabhai, and after him is their first vehicle named. Remember, Skyroot Aerospace is a private aerospace company. They are building rockets, satellites, and reusable entry vehicles. Now, who owns this company? This company is owned by Nagabharat Dhaka and Pawan Kumar Chandana. These two guys own this. One more we could bring in, Pixel. Pixel was started by owned by Awais Ahmed and Kshitij Khandelwal. This is J, my friends. Okay, let me just write again. Not that my handwriting is great, but whatever it is. Khandelwal. Awais is also the CEO of Pixel, my friends. Okay. In fact, all 5 of these are private aerospace companies. ISRO has opened this particular sector so that the government of India has opened this particular center so that private aerospace companies can come in and come up with better technologies, better and more financially viable company. Modes of getting on with space. Space crafts, which bank has sold its entire little over 7% stake shareholding in Central Depository Services. Now, what is Central Depository Services? This, my friends, is this is what is called a depository depository company. Now, it holds shares that you and I buy. Okay, how does it? Now you may wonder, look, I have an account with a company like Zerodha, Upstocks, or Motilal Oswal, and all these are brokerages. Okay, the companies like Zerodha, Grow, Upstocks, Motilal Oswal, Nirmal Bang, ICICI Securities are called depository participants. What are they called? Depository participants. So we have an account with them. These have an account with CDSL. Okay, so all our shares are with them basically. So there are how many participants in India? About 580 depository participants, not just the ones that we mentioned. There are 580 participants, and all of them have shares. All of them have their accounts with CDSL. So in that, Standard Chartered Bank has sold all of its shares basically. Okay, I think that's about it. Just bring in who are the heads of these organizations. I did not even think about the choices, but just let me bring in State Bank of India, Dinesh Khara. DBS is Piyush Gupta. Correct me if I am wrong here. That is, you could always leave feedback. Piyush Gupta. DBS, Piyush Gupta. Bank of America is, from memory I am writing, Brian Moynihan. I was busy looking at the data of CDSL, so I did not look at the choices. That is anyway. HSBC is Noel Quinn. Okay, I guess that's about it. Standard Chartered is Bill Winters. Bill Winters. Chalo, I guess you got the names here, all 4, isn't it? From Piyush Gupta and all. Nidhu Saxena has recently been appointed as a MD and CEO of Bank of Maharashtra. Bank of Maharashtra. Okay. He, in fact, this person has replaced. A.S. Rajiv. A.S. Rajiv. Central Bank of India is headed by Matam Venkat Rao. Venkat Rao. Matam Venkat Rao. Punjab National Bank, Atul Kumar Goyal. Atul Kumar Goyal. Bank of Baroda, Debadatta. Debadatta Chand. Union Bank of India, A. Mani Mekalai. Mani Mekalai. I think, if I'm not wrong, she's the only woman heading a public sector bank currently. A. Mani Mekalai. Okay. So, yes. Oh, that's about it, my friends. Thank you for being here. Have a lot of fun. Stay curious. My best wishes. Thank you.